be dressed as the Duke of Whistleton, and yet my line says, I'm mortified that the snowman.
Cantor?
Oh dear.
Guys, the cantor forgot to put on his costume.
You know, I'm a little concerned that's not going to fit, Rabbi. I don't know.
Didn't you try it on?
My daughter tried it on.
Well, if it fit her, it surely will fit you. That's how fitting works, right?
I hope so.
The long drum roll cantor.
I know.
Well, I don't know about that. I just did what I had to do to save a group of people who I really love.
An act of true love. It always makes for a great story. You know what? I bet all of them would enjoy hearing it. How about I go and show everybody my scrapbook?
Oh, Mordecai. We don't really scrapbook anymore. At least we young people don't. But you know what? I think I posted a lot of pictures while all of this was happening. Let me look. I did!
Hey, that's me!
You're all over my profile, Morty. You know what? I can scroll through my pictures while we're telling the story. That'll be fun.
That sounds like so much fun!
Wait, before we start, we need to sing that special blessing.
The one that goes before our favorite stories?
That's the one.
Will you guys help sing the blessings?
Yes.
Will you guys help play?
Oh
so excited that I want to sing about it again. But it's not so much fun to sing alone. Well, is everybody going to sing this next one with me? Yeah?
It's in English. Will you sing with us?
Yes. That's great. Here we go.
It was good.
Thank you.
So, I'll just pick up where you left off. It all started when King Ahasuerus and Queen Vashti decided to throw a party for all of the important people in the kingdom. Wait a minute, I think the Queen Vashti posted an invitation. Let me look. Let me look for a little bit longer if the Wi-Fi kicks back in.
That's so good because the next page I have is 4. Is that right?
We're still on 3.
That's so good. So you just do 3. I'll look and see what's on 3.
Okay.
Everything was great. Everyone was enjoying. I got it. Elsa didn't make me with so many rings. Everything was great, and everyone was enjoying all of the food, especially the chocolate fondue. But then the king had too much lutefish and started feeling a little too merry. It was pretty bad. He sent a servant to tell Queen Vashti that he wanted her to come to his party and entertain his friends. I mean, the servant actually went to her room, knocked on the door, and said, Queen Vashti, the king and his friends have requested that you join them and dance like an agile peacock, or like a chicken with the face of a monkey.
But Vashti was not having it. In fact, when she heard what the king had wanted, she whipped around and said, don't imagine you can change me, because people don't really change. And I'm not going to be dancing for a king who's half deranged. Things will not get better if I yield to his demands. The only way to change my course.
Only way to change her course.
Is leave for distant lands.
She'll leave for distant lands. And then she left. Well, not before she posted this last photo. Wowzer! That must hurt.
I really loved that Vashti stood up for herself. After Vashti left Shushan, King Ahasuerus realized that he had been awful and decided to find a new queen that he would treat like a queen.
When I saw that the king wanted to find a new queen, I knew that Esther would be a perfect match for him. After all, she was the most beautiful, wise, and kind person I knew. So we waited for hours and hours so that we could see the king. Gosh, it was so much fun. There were all kinds of people in all kinds of outfits, just like now. Ooh. You know what, Esther? Even though this picture is really nice, it doesn't make me feel as excited as I did when those gates started to open.
I know how we can make you feel that way again. Let's have a parade. Just remember, when we start marching, that you should imagine that the gates are opening for the first time in forever. So, for our parade, I'd like all of the people who are dressed as princesses to come and join me on the beam hug. Princesses or queens?
Should we play something or what's happening? Do we have a song for him?
I think we should dance anyway while the Wi-Fi is working.
Can you just play it from your phone and plug it in or no? Just a minute.
When the music comes on, we're all gonna dance, okay?
Follow the rabbi to the parade.
You guys. That was so great. It made me remember that when the gates were opening for the first time, and I walked into the palace, and I was so excited. I couldn't decide if I were elated or gassy, but I was somewhere in that zone. And then I finally got to meet the king. And even though he was a little bit cold at first, we started talking, and then we just melted.
Some people are worth melting for.
It was so romantic. First he said,
Esther, my dear, you look so beautiful.
and I said, well, you look beautifuler. I mean, not fuller. You don't look fuller, you look beautiful. We were so perfect for one another. It was crazy.
I love crazy. It was so neat seeing Esther and the king fall in love and get married. And then they talked about everything. Well, except for one tiny thing.
Religion.
I moved to the capital with Esther, and I even got to live and work in the palace. One day I was guarding the king's gate. That's where I was when I overheard two servants plotting to harm the king. It made me lose my head.
And the stone monster.
We're going to learn about two characters in the PURIM story you don't know so much, so I hope you'll learn their names, and they are called Big Tom and Teresh for a villain. Oh, we'll say their names again. They're called Big Tom and Teresh. Say it with me. Big Tom and Teresh. Both of them bad in the end. Mordecai overheard them plotting while sitting in the gate. He told the king's guard, and with treason they were charged. But then they met their fate. Oh yeah. Big Tom and Teresh.
Gosh, Morty, you were a hero. No wonder they wrote that story down in the royal archives. Most days in the palace weren't as exciting as that one. But then, after Morty and I lived there for a while, King Ahasuerus decided to give one of his advisors a big promotion. Which advisor did he pick? The worst one. The one from Weaseltown. His name was Haman. You don't believe that he was the worst? Although it sounds from your groggers that you do. Should we all pause and watch you get out of it again?
Robbie, Ray, this is fun.
Alright, Phoebe, just look at this slide. This is what Haman posted. He's the worst. And in his new position, Haman was in charge of all of the other princes of the court. Ugh. I didn't like Haman from the first time I saw him.
Is it my turn to say something?
It is.
I'm just going to pick up this right up to the microphone. You're right, Esther. He was the worst. Remember how he tried to make everyone bow and kneel before him? Remember the day Haman noticed that the snowman wouldn't bow and... Do you see what happens to snowmen that don't bow to Haman? That's too dark to say. Remember the day? And he got all the way to
Well, I showed him. He said he wouldn't bow because he's Jewish, and Jewish people, even Jewish snowmen, don't bow to anyone except God.
When Haman saw that Morty would never bow down,
Oh, wait a minute. What just happened there? Did you say that line again? We missed something.
when Haman saw that Morty would never bow down, he got really, really angry. In fact, he was so angry that he decided he wouldn't just punish Morty for breaking his rules. Instead, he decided to destroy all of the Jewish people in Shushan. Haman. Went straight to the king and started working on his evil plan. Oh, he's the worst. Do you remember what he said to Ahasuerus?
I do. I'm now Haman. Of Whistleton.
I walked right up to the king's door and knocked. Am I supposed to count? Is that okay? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, it's not that song. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here it is.
There it is.
Will you let me rid the kingdom? You can sing with me. Of this foul and nasty rule. They never bow or genuflect or show respect or act like me or you. Oh, why won't they obey me? I just don't know. I'm really a charming guy. Would you let me build a gallows? Everyone will know our power over you.
Isn't he the worst? You guys, isn't he the worst? When Morty learned what Haman had planned, he felt really, really sad. And he wanted to talk to me about it. Look, this is his sad face.
Oh.
I could tell how upset he was, and I asked him right away, what was the matter?
I was really stuck thinking of all kinds of things.
While Morty's getting back his head, I could do the line if you want me to, Morty.
I'll just do it like this. There we go. I learned what Haman got totally sad when he talked to Esther, and I told Esther that Haman wanted to destroy all the Jews, and she had to go tell the king because he was the only one who could stop Haman.
I couldn't.
Wait. Stop Haman.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Is everyone taking pictures of this while we're waiting? Okay, you got one? Okay, good. All right. I couldn't believe what Morty wanted me to do. Everyone knows you never, ever go visit the king unless he's invited you. And plus, I hadn't even seen the king in 30 days. I'd been so lonely that I started talking to the pictures on the wall. Hang in there, Joan.
I knew things were terrible, but I reminded her that even though she was the queen, she wouldn't be safe from Haman's evil plan with you.
I knew Morty was right. And even though I was really, really scared, I decided that I would go ask the king for help.
Esther changed into her royal robes and went to see the king in his royal chambers. When King Ahasuerus lifted his eyes and saw Esther standing in front of him, he was surprised because she was wearing a really bright outfit. Wow.
Very bright.
And because he wasn't used to having visitors, the But then he remembered how much he loved Esther, and he decided that he was glad she had come to see him.
He was so sweet. He was all, "Welcome. It's so great to see you." But then he really looked at my face, and he could tell I was worried about something. But when he asked me what was bothering me, I realized that I couldn't tell him in the middle of his office. It was kind of awkward. But I managed to ask him if he and Haman could come to a special dinner. Oh, Haman. If they could come to a special dinner that evening. He said yes. And he was actually pretty excited about it. After I told him that we would serve his favorite food, chocolate. But then, when both of them came to dinner that night, Haman was just such a weasel, and I couldn't stay calm enough to reveal his horrible plan. So I just made an excuse and asked them to come back the next night for an even chocolatier dinner.
After dinner that night, Haman was strutting around the palace like a peacock. He saw me and pointed at me, telling me to stand at attention and then bow. But guess what? I still didn't bow. And then he got super mad. I thought it was great, but then... I lost my head.
Oh, Mordecai, you laugh at the weirdest stuff. Anyway, that night, the king was having trouble sleeping, so he asked his servants to read to him from the royal archives. It's a really long book. The servant read to him for a long time, and the king's eyes started to droop. But then they got to the story where Mordecai had overheard the plotters and saved the king's life. The king sat up straight in his bed and asked if we had ever honored Mordecai for being such a brave snowman. He was really sad when he realized he had forgotten to do anything for him.
The next day, Haman, arrived at the palace, and King Ahasuerus asked me for ideas on how best to honor someone who had done so much for the king. I knew he must be talking about me, because who could have done more for the king than me? So I thought about it. I thought about what I would do, and I started singing about it. One, two, three, four. Oh, too fast, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know the king wants to honor me. Sing if you want. I'll suggest he dress me like royalty and have me ride on a royal steed. A nobleman will walk my horse, parade me through town and ride with force. This is a man who's honored by the king. I'll wear actual royal clothing.
picture being so awesome, you could tell that Haman was really shocked, because then he sang,
But wait now, what is the king saying? He will honor Mordecai. This is the worst thing in forever. Honoring this guy.
so Haman was having a really rough day. And when he and Ahasuerus showed up for dinner that night, he tried to act polite. But I could tell that he was still really, really mad. After we ate lots of chocolate, the king asked me again why I was so upset. And even though I was scared of Haman, I decided to be brave. Oh, you guys missed that one. Even though I was scared of Haman. I decided to be brave. I looked straight at the king and I said, King, I'm sorry I didn't tell you this, but I'm Jewish. And right now, your weaselly advisor, Haman, is scheming to destroy me and all of my people.
I thought the king handled finding out everything pretty well. Once he knew that Esther was Jewish, and that the Jewish people are fun and cool and like chocolate too, he decided to kick Haman out of the palace and stop the official plan to destroy all the Jewish people.
Oh, what a wonderful story. You know what, Mordecai? I think we should make a pact to get together every year on the 13th of Adar to tell the story again.
I'm in if you're in.
Are you guys in?
Just a moment.
What song have we not sung yet, guys, for Frozen? Let it go! Whose favorite song is Let It Go? So get ready.
Is it the filling that's inside? Or the doughy warm outside? Or the fact that it resembles Haman's ear? Which makes them taste so yummy when we fill up our tummy with this tasty pastry masterpiece at PURIM time each year. A 2, 3, 4. Oh yes, we're singing about Hamantaschen, my favorite PURIM treat. If you're a rookie, you might call it a rookie, but the inside is a much more sweet. Yeah, we just can't wait to be Hamantaschen, and this we're certain of. Fresh out of the oven, these treats will be shoving into our mouth with love. Filled with jelly or with jam, never shellfish, pork, or ham, because Hamantaschen are kosher through and through. Filled with chocolate chips and fruit, we surely want to eat them soon. This PURIM treat is made for me and you. We're gonna start singing. Oh yes, we're singing about Hamantaschen, our favorite PURIM treat. If you're a rookie, you might call it a cookie, but the inside is much more sweet. We just can't wait to be Hamantaschen, and this we're certain of. Fresh out of the oven, those treats will be shoving into our mouth with love. One more time. Oh yes, we're singing about Hamantaschen. Join me, our favorite PURIM treat. If you're a rookie, you might call it a cookie, but the inside is much more sweet. We just can't wait to be Hamantaschen, and this we're certain of. Fresh out of the oven, these treats will be shoving into our mouth with love. Fresh out of the oven, these treats will be shoving into our mouth with love. Fresh out of the oven, these treats will be shoving into our mouth with
So, everyone, it's time for our fantastic PURIM carnival. Don't stand up.
Wait, one more second though. I think I want a super big round of applause for our rabbi who came up with the whole idea and did all